So I still have a couple of card decks that I want to add out onto the table. So Instagram's, I don't know if this is live on Instagram. It's got a weird little dot that I don't usually see. Hey, YouTube. I'm actually going to restart my Instagram. Like I was saying, I really do need someone who's a good tech person to run my stuff because I am not good at it. Or let's just say it's just not my forte, which I suppose means I'm not good at it. Hey, April. Oh, you did wake up. Yay. Hope you're feeling better. Remember on YouTube, I only know you're here if you enter something into the chat. Otherwise, I don't know who you are. On Instagram, I can see, hey, Jen's Tarot. Jen's Tarot time. Thank you for joining. I can see you on Instagram. And I do try to acknowledge people as they drop in. Hey, Jen. The other Jen. Is it the same Jen? Can't be. Alice, good day. Kathy, hello. Stacy. This week it's Instagram. I'm telling you, what I should do is, oh, interesting. It's both you. Look at you. Yeah, what I should do is, I love it. Yeah, I don't think I do. Let me check. Yeah, no, I don't. I should log in at like 10 toward the hour, right? And get all that figured out. But then y'all have to sit around for 10 minutes while we get everyone to join. So Lauren, hello. But I do try to greet everyone as you pop in. Once the reading gets started, of course, I lose things in the chat. So if I happen to miss you, it's just that I missed it in the chat. I'm breaking up. Really? Is anyone else having that experience on YouTube, or is it just Kathy? How are you on Instagram? Can you hear me okay? I have YouTube over here saying that I'm breaking up. Anyone care to put something in the chat? Hello. Sounds good over on Instagram. Okay. Just a little crackle from Alice. Stacy says no. So Kathy, it might be you. Something on your end? Not sure. Okay, Boo and Buster, hello. Hello, hello. So let's get started with messages for this week, which would be July 12 through July 18. I think I may even pull out a couple more decks. We'll sort of see what happens. Gremlins. They wreak havoc with my computers. I just had a reading with someone right before this call and on Zoom, and she couldn't hear me on Zoom. So we had to jump over to FaceTime. So the gremlins are active. So anyhow, let's get started on our reading. We are in Cancer season, I think all of you know. But the really cool thing that is happening today, I have to look at my calendar. I'm pretty sure it's today, is Mercury moved from Gemini into Cancer. So Mercury, as you may know, that is our communications. It's our thinking. It's our words. It's our, out and about interactions with people. Hey, Sarah. That's Mercury. It also rules computers, which is why when we talk about Mercury in retrograde, messing with our stuff, but it's out of retrograde. It's past the post-retrograde. So now we have no excuses. But so April says it keeps buffering. Interesting. I would say drop and pop back on. So anyhow, so Gemini is very much like a doing sign, and that's where Mercury has been. Well, Mercury just moved into Cancer, and Cancer is our emotional well-being. It's our nurturing. It's our home body. I like to think of Cancer as cozy. So now Mercury went from being like like this to more emotional and sort of, like I said, I like the word cozy when I think about Cancer season. It's very family. It's very safety, and so, and it's very, because Cancer is a water sign, it's very tied to our emotions. So your communications may be more emotional, or let's say that emotions may be impacting your communications a little bit more while Mercury's in Cancer season. So it's not that you're going to be crying all day. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that versus being in Gemini, where it's all head, you know, Gemini's an air sign, it's all that head stuff. Now Mercury's in a sign of water, which is more of our intuition and our emotion and our this kind of stuff. So put that out there. Okay, I see Laurie joined. Hello. Alice, you've literally just explained the shift inside me, Gemini sun into a Cancer moon. Yeah, so we are out of the Cancer moon. We're now in Leo, but Gemini is in Cancer. So that just moved today. Okay, so let's get started for messages for this week. I need to put a few more decks on the table. Like I said, I just finished a reading and it went a couple of minutes long, so I didn't get all my decks out. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Inner Glow. And with Inner Glow, we are let's get some cards for Inner Glow. I think that'll be nice as we're just talking about Cancer. There's Monday and Tuesday. Let's have Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we may be feeling more, did I just miss all my cards up? I did. We may be feeling more homebody-ish or gentler in the way that we speak, or our thoughts may be coming, we may, I shouldn't say we may, I'm pretty sure we'll feel that shift. So let's get Friday, Saturday, Sunday here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so using Inner Glow. So these are general messages for the week ahead. Take what applies to you, see what resonates with you. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, and this is general guidance. These are things that you can take to put into use as you work through the week. So even though I say Monday, Tuesday, that message could apply to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, yoga. So that's a lovely little card. So I was just talking about emotional well-being, right? Sort of that coziness going within. That is yoga, in the sense that we're taking care of ourselves. We're getting in touch with everything inside of us when we go to yoga. So whether you physically do yoga, or whether perhaps you do some meditation, or you chant mantras, any of those things will help you get in touch with your inner wisdom. It will help you connect with your emotional well-being. It'll help bring to light things that maybe are a little bit out of whack, that you can't see, you can't do anything about because you're operating on the external. But when you can come to the quiet on the inside, those things start popping up and you're like, oh yeah, we need to work on that. Okay, yep, got to take care of that. So beginning of the week, find some quiet time, take some time to go within, Also, talking about just yoga in general, and I will take this for a message for me. If you have moved away from your yoga practice, or you would like to start yoga, this might be a really good time. So for me, this past week, because it's been so gosh darn hot, I have not been practicing my every morning yoga. And last night, I was just doing a couple of little stretches going, yeah, I need to do. So I'm taking that for me. Okay, but I share the message. Wednesday, Thursday. What was I just saying? Awareness. So awareness. How can you be aware if you don't go within? So the middle of the week is calling us to be more aware, be more mindful, be more present. And so take that beginning of the week effort to really connect within so that you can see and be in that present moment and be aware of what is happening around you. Be aware of your communications with others, but be aware of the needs of others as well. So something in the middle of the week, I think, it's not going to be terribly obvious. It's going to require you to really be present, to acknowledge that. That's what I'm getting from this. I just shake my head sometimes. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pray. So it's just perfect. It's perfect for everything I was just saying about Cancer season and what we may be feeling. So this is really about going within, tuning into that emotional well-being. Are we nurturing ourselves the way we need to be? Are we nurturing our relationships the way they need to be? Are we overextending and therefore depleting ourselves? What are we doing? Be aware of it and continue with pray. And so whether your pray is a structured prayer, or whether it's just, again, that quiet time, because there's only 44 cards in the deck. So, whether it's a quiet time, it's saying go within, keep working on that this week. There's stuff to be seen. There's stuff that needs to be addressed. And the only way you're going to get there is by quieting everything down. So it's very supportive in that way, but awareness being the key. So, Veg Mama, how are you? Thank you for joining. Okay, so those are the general messages for this week. If anyone would like a card for a question, put your question in the chat. You can put it in Instagram, you can put it in YouTube. If you don't have a specific question, but you would just like a general guidance card, you can request a card. I put this out in my newsletter this morning, thanking everyone. I have received a few donations over the past 2 weeks, so thank you very much for people who are contributing to my channel. I appreciate it hugely. And if you do care to make a donation or contribute, there is a link. You'll see it in my bio on Instagram and down below on YouTube. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the support tremendously. And every like, every thumbs up I love also, so thank you. Okay, Veg Mama, can I request a general card, please? Yep. And then Jet Set Fork, Sunday greetings, beautiful humans. Back at you, beautiful human. Okay, let's get a card for Veg Mama. I think I'm going to go to Gilda Tarot. So let's make sure I have it up right. Let's have a card for Veg Mama for general guidance. Cards. Well, I'm going with it. And this is how I'm doing it. Past, present, and future. Ooh, mama. Okay, in the past, you have justice. You had things in balance in the past. You had things where things were equal for you in terms of getting what you needed, things were on the right footing. You had a good idea of what was fair for you, and that was very clear to you. That's in the past. So perhaps that sort of got a little bit cloudy or foggy. Then you moved into the Magician. So here was Veg Mama's Justice for the past. Then you moved into the Magician for the present. So the Magician for the present is here saying, okay, you've got every single tool right here. You have every suit. Cups, swords, wands, pentacles. What do you want to do? You can create. So whatever went out of balance, you can create a balance. You can create the new. You can do it. You have the ability. So do it. This is the time. This is the time to come about something new there. And then going into the future is the Eight of Swords. So the 8 being related to the Strength card is a reminder not to be ruled by ego thinking, but to be ruled by, or not to be ruled, but to run by your heart, run by what it is you want. But it's a reminder. It's a reminder to say, don't fall into the victim thinking. So the 8 of Swords, we call the victim card. So as you're creating the new, and things are going to take some time to mature and develop, be careful not to fall into some repetitive, non-productive thinking. This is here as a caution for you. Lovely. Okay, we have Laurie, general card for Laurie, and then we have Jen. Can I get a card about my love life? Some interesting things are afoot. You have the most exciting love life. I wish you show up here every Sunday and share it. Okay, let's get a general card for Laurie, and then we'll come over here to Jen. Oh, good. Helpful. Good. Yes. Those were good cards. All right. Yes, I see Jen. Okay. Laurie, let's get a card for you. General card for you. We're going to go Angel Answers. Okay. You don't even know how? What do you mean you don't know how? Okay. We've got to do a reading on Zoom so that I can see everybody and I can hear you talk. I think I'm going to have to try to schedule that. May not be a Sunday synergy, but just some other day. That would be fun. Of course, you don't have to put a video on or speak, but if you do want to. All right, let's get a card for Laurie. Ooh, yeah. It's up to you. Here's your general card for the week. It's up to you. Here you go. Instagram, this is for Laurie. It's up to you. So you get to choose. Plain and simple. That's your message. You choose. It's up to you. What do you want things to look like? What do you want things to be? What do you want to leave behind? Entirely up to you. I got the power. Okay, let's see. I have Veg Mama. Noelle, where's your donation link? If on Instagram, if you go to my bio, you'll see the link tree, and it's in there. Thank you. Jen, my love life is interesting. I only go to work. Everything is mostly closed here. That would be interesting. Laurie, that's my song. You could even identify it with my little goofiness. Kathy, that's a good card. Yeah. So Jen, let's get a card for your love life. What card do we need for Jen for her love life? Everything's closed down. She goes to work. I'm going to go Oracle of the Fairies. You know, fairies are so magical. They can connect us in all kinds of different ways. Let's get a card for you there. So if we can get a card for Jen about her love life. Some interesting things going on. for Jen, for love life. So I don't know how it gets interesting. You attract it. You bring it in. You're like, yeah, I want to shake it up. New beginnings. We saw this recently too. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby. Oh, that could be a very interesting love life, Jen. Or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So in terms of your love life, you know, Jen's saying she's indoors, she goes to work, she doesn't do anything. Although if you saw her crystal collection, you'd be mighty impressed. But new beginnings. So start it. Look at Laurie's card. It's up to you, right? You know, awareness. And then the magician showed up for Veg Mama, right? So new beginnings might be coming in here. That's what you do during the pandemic. What, shop for crystals or new beginnings? Yeah. So joyous news of a new baby or birth of a cherished idea. You know, the other thing in terms of relationship too, your love life is, you know, maybe it's really about looking at relationships in a different way, right? Like these guys showing up and I'm just not sure, used to hermit mode. And that's the new beginning, stepping out, right? Redefining how you want to relate to people, redefining the type of relationship you want. That's all in that new beginnings. That's good. Okay, did anyone else want a card or have a question? Let me know. If you haven't subscribed to Drops of Goodness, I would love for you to be a subscriber. I'm on a personal mission. You are welcome, Jen. I'm on a personal mission to increase my subscribers on Drops of Goodness. Just because as Sagittarius, sometimes we just decide it's time to do something. So I'm on that mission. So feel free to share with other people and encourage someone to join. Okay, let's see. Jet Set 4. When I went out to get the newspaper this morning, there was a dead bird. Wondering if the significance is not death, but new beginnings. Laurie, someone did early on IG. Oh, we got Veg Mama. We pulled her cards. She's good. Thanks for looking out for her. Yeah, so sometimes, you know, when we see dead birds, a few things. Could it be a sign? Yes, for sure. But sometimes it can just be a dead bird. And I think it all depends on how you come upon it and how it impacts you when you see it. What is the first thing that you're hit with when you see it? That's usually the significance, in my opinion, that's the significance. So when you come upon a dead bird, it's like, boom, this emotion is overwhelming. Then think about that. Think about the cycle of life. Think about, you know, birds being messengers, right? And maybe something is sort of ending and a new message coming in, right? So it felt like a sign. Yeah. So think about that, being in touch with that. And if it just hits you as, hi, pobrecito, you know, I mean, birds do die. They have window strikes. They get old. You know, they may just be ill. They weren't very strong. I mean, this is a cycle of life also. So yeah, I think you just have to see how it impacts you with all of those things. Think about the first thing that struck you when you noticed it. Go into awareness. So Laurie's saying that someone else on Instagram had a question. If you did and I didn't get to you, please re-put it. See, that's what happens when Mercury moves out of Gemini. Please put it back in the chat. Okay, and if I did get everyone, great. Kathy, may I have a general card, please, revolving around an art business decision in Chicago? Art business decision in Chicago. An art business decision in Chicago. Part of me wants to go to Oracle of the Fairies. Part of me wants to go to Angel Answers. So, because I told Jen I'm not two personalities, I am going to take a card from each deck. Okay. Let's get a card here for Kathy for her business decision in Chicago. Let's get some information for Kathy for her business decision in Chicago. You saw that. And then I'm going to take a card from Angel Answers for Kathy. And the card. For Kathy about a business decision in Chicago. Okay. So the card that jumped out of Oracle of the Fairies was Protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with the magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So let's talk about that for a moment. Here's Instagram. This is the card for Kathy. And then the other card, the other deck I pulled out, Angel Answers. Ask for help from others. Ask for help from others. So when I put these two together, protection and ask for help from others, and this business decision in Chicago is really about getting your tribe in order. So all of the things that support you in your work, get all of that in order so that that decision making can be done with incredible support. And when we talk about protection, you know, not so much that you need someone being your bodyguard, not that type of protection, right? But that you have everyone aware, going back to awareness, you have everyone aware of your mission, aware of your decision, and they are in place to be that support network for you as you move through this decision. So whether it's just the decision process and you need the right players supporting you through that, so you're going to be asking for help from others, asking questions, asking for opinions, asking for, can someone run some numbers for you, that type of thing, right? And then if you decide to go forward with that decision, really keeping your team close to you as you transition into that. That's what I'm getting from these. Okay. Makes absolutely perfect sense. Thank you. You are welcome. Are you moving to Chicago? Okay. Did anyone else have any questions? Instagram, nothing's changed on my chat, so I don't know if something's going weird on my chat or not. Or if no one had any questions. It's a little bit quiet. YouTube, did we get everybody else? I think I covered everyone. So unless anyone has a question, not moving. Okay, just business decision. Yeah. So even in terms of like your process of thinking it through, you know, and evaluating. I would go back to the messages of the week, going within, taking your time in stillness, connecting within so that you can be aware of everything that's around in the present moment. Be aware of the reality, not be sort of like, ooh, checked out on it, and keep going inside, keep going within and listening. So this week is calling for a great amount of stillness, not necessarily stay home and don't do anything. I don't know about that, but it's really being still to get the information. The other thing is I just looked at these cards. Venus and Mars are doing a little dance. And so, you know, this is, we have males and female, which I sort of like. So not that Mars is male energy. We all have masculine and feminine. We know all of that. But it is both of those. Venus is, we tend to refer to her as she. Mars, we tend to refer to as he. And they're both, they are coming together. So I find just the images interesting as well. And the awareness is the one with the eyes open. And the yoga and pray, eyes are closed, going within. Nice imagery on these cards. Ooh, I like this. Okay, Daz hey, hey, hey. All right. Alice, all good here. Have a wonderful week. You too. Thank you for joining. Donna, good afternoon. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're coming to the end of Sunday Synergy. For those folks who just joined, Rising Vibes. It's a divine feminine and divine masculine meet. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is what it is. That is what it is. So it's everything we value and love in Venus and everything we do and action in Mars coming together. So love what you do. Okay. Anyone else? Last call for cards. Otherwise, we will call this a wrap on Sunday Synergy. I thank everyone for joining. Thank you for dropping in. I love pulling cards. I love doing this. And otherwise, I will call it a day. So thank you, everybody. You can catch the replay for those of you who joined later. You can catch the replay. Donna, may I please have a card? Yes. And Rising Vibes. Okay. Okay. Let's get one for Donna here. Let's get a card for Donna. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a large bird in the road very often is a car strike. Particularly magpie. I mean, if it was a magpie, I mean, they, you know, they'll pick at things. So I'm just going to put this out as a public service announcement. Donna, I'm going to get your card. And that is the reason why it's important to move roadkill off the road is that we have scavenger birds who come down and eat it, and that's how they end up getting hit by cars. So like, even if you see someone throw food out a car window and it's in the middle of the road and you happen to be out there, kick it off the road because a bird is going to come down, or even a squirrel maybe will come down and try to get that, and that's usually where the car strikes happen. It's very unfortunate. That's my PSA. Okay, Donna, card. Whew. Blah, 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 blah. Donna, I'm going to my Rider-Waite tarot here for you. Rising Vibes. Sorry I'm late. Visiting the amazing mounds in St. Louis. I'm not familiar with the amazing mounds, but I will Google it. Okay, let's get a card for Donna. We have a card for Donna, for Gemini. For Donna. Oh, that is just sloppy. You know why? Because I started thinking about don't feed bread to ducks and geese. That's where my mind was. So my mind is saying, tune in to Donna. You caught me. Yep. 7 of Swords, Donna. 7 of Swords. So we call this the Thief card. Here you go, YouTube. This is Donna's card. So pay attention to what you're telling yourself. Pay attention to maybe some negative speak or doubt talking, maybe, that you might have going on. Or very much someone else is doing around you. So this card, it can sort of go in multiple directions. All of them are a little bit about deceit. So whether it's someone taking your idea and passing it off as their own, or just not being very honest, right? Could definitely be someone else. But the other caution very much is be careful of what you tell yourself. So if you're looking to be doing something, if you're working on something, be careful of the words that you're choosing to speak to yourself, and make sure they are affirming words, make sure that they're honest, and make sure that they are positive and in support of what it is you're doing. Of course, don't lie to yourself, but be careful not to loop into anything that really isn't doing you very well. And that goes back to the middle of the week of awareness. Also aware of the people around you. So see what works for you on that one. Okay, rising vibes. Let's get back to you. You were looking for a general card. Looking to sell my condo. It's not going well. Interesting. So, Donna, take advantage of the cards for Kathy, which is protection and ask for help from others. So, reach out maybe beyond the process and see if you can gain some other insight or input and try to get that back on track. Back on track to either move away from the current offer you're in, perhaps, if it's not going well, or maybe move away from the broker or something to get that process back on track. That's what I would say. And figure out what's not going well. Why is it really not going well? Really get in touch with that. And that's that 7 of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So let's get back to rising vibes and then Boo and Buster. So rising vibes, general card, please. So a rising vibes general card. I'm going to inner glow. Got away from the broker. You moved away from the broker. I think that's what you mean. Yeah. So go back to square one. Okay. Rising vibes. Let's have a card for rising vibes. Rising vibes. Okay. And if you like this reading, this video, if you would like, share, comment, I would appreciate it hugely. Yeah, Donna. Gotcha. So that's a great card showing up to sort of say, let's get things back on track. Yeah. Okay, rising vibes. Peace of mind. What a lovely card. Look at that. She's a little beauty. Peace of mind. Oh, I love it. So that's your general card. It goes right along with the messages for the week of yoga, greater awareness, going within in stillness and prayer in any form that you pray, whatever that is for you. So that's where you're going to get your peace of mind. Your peace of mind is coming from within and not from external influences. Yeah. Thank you, Donna. That's a very nice comment. I do appreciate you so much. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Okay. We're on bird discussion. Okay. Magpie, yes, right. Check out her personal readings. I had a great reading with her. Thank you very much, Rising Vibes. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, so if you do want your own reading, make sure you check in. I'd be happy to do that. Daz Tez had a question and wanted a general card. So let's get to Daz Tez for, no, it was Boo and Buster, right? Yes, Boo and Buster, my apologies. Boo and Buster, general card for Boo and Buster. You are welcome, Rising Vibes. General card for Boo and Buster. We're going to Gilded Tarot. For Boo and Buster, general card, general guidance for Boo and Buster. Let's have general guidance for Boo and Buster. All right, Boo and Buster. I also got another message here for you. So, the star. How beautiful is that? Here you go, YouTube. This is the card for Boo and Buster, the star. Also, I want to show you, because I got the note to say check the card in the bottom, and it's the Lovers. So the card on the bottom is the Lovers. These are two cards from the major arcana. So this is sort of your big energy stuff. This is like big deal stuff. So for you, this reminder, and with the Lovers, so this is your reminder to shine your star. You know, be your star. Be out there in who you are and show everyone who you are. Have hope for anything, like come from that space, right, of hope. But this is, be careful not to dim your light for anything. And the Lovers, so I don't know if you have a relationship going on or not. If it is a relationship, make sure that you are showing up as your true self in that relationship. And if it's not, and we also look at the Lovers in terms of self-love, hugely. You know, make sure that you're giving yourself enough self-love and shining your own star. Like, you feel that. You feel self-love. You feel, you know, your self-care when you can be who it is that you are. So shine your light. And, you know, I say this all the time, folks. I always say, shine your light. We need you. And it's not cliche. For me, it's not cliche. It's saying we all have something within. We all came here at this same time, on this globe, on this planet at the same time. We're all here for a reason. And it's not to have a miserable life. It's not to, you know, work 40 hours a week and be exhausted and not do the things that you want to do. Many of us do that. But the message is to really shine your light, because we need everyone to be doing that. That's what we need. We need love out there in the world. So, yeah. And in terms of you being single, yeah. So So I don't know if you're looking for a relationship, but get out there and do your dance, man, and that may come. That's what I'd say. Be your sassy self out there. And if you're looking for a relationship, yeah. And if you're not, be sassy anyhow, because it'll impact all your relationships. Yes, and thanks. You're welcome. Okay. All right, everyone, we are calling it a day. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I wish you a fantastic week. Remember, go within, be present, be present, be present. When you're challenged this week, take a deep breath and be present. If someone needs you, that's the other thing I keep getting from this, is that you may feel that someone is going to be needing you. And so be present. Take that breath, pause, and be present so you can be aware of what that need is. That's just coming through pretty big for me this week. So that's what I've got. All right, everybody. Ciao, ciao. Thanks for being here. Enjoy your day. You are welcome. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much. Take good care and see you next time.